welcome to story time. Today we're going to be reading Are You Ready to Play Outside by Mo Willems. This is another Elephant and Piggie book and one of my favorites. So like we talked about the last 2 weeks, the author is the person who wrote the book or tells the story, and the illustrator is the person who illustrates or draws the pictures in the books. So with all the Elephant and Piggie books, Mo Willems is the author and illustrator because he wrote or authored the book and he illustrated or drew the pictures. And before we start reading, let's make those predictions. So we always look at the title and the front cover illustration to help us make a prediction or guess what the book might be about. So what can we predict or guess the book might be about? Are you ready to play outside? All of those predictions are great. We know they want to play outside, but let's see what happens if they do get to play outside. Let's read and find out. Are You Ready to Play Outside by Mo Willems. Piggie! Gerald! Are you ready to play outside? Yes, yes, yes. We're going to do everything today. We're going to run. We're going to skip. We're going to jump. Nothing can stop us. Plink. Oh no, it is starting to rain. It is raining. It is pouring. It is really pouring. I have never seen so much rain in my life. I do not like rain. I am not a happy pig. Thank you, Gerald. But it is still raining. Urgh. How can anyone play outside with all this rain? Rain! Yay! Splash, splish, splash, splish, splash, splish. They are having fun. Maybe we can have fun too. We can try. Splash! This is great! Let's play. Run, run, run. Skip, skip, skip. Jump, jump, jump. I love rain. I hope it rains all day. Rats. Now I like rain, and now the rain has stopped. I am not a happy pig. Do not worry, Piggie. I have a plan. Rain! Elephants make the best friends. Wasn't that a fun book? So let's talk about who are the main characters in the book. Remember, characters are the people, or in this case, animals that are in the story. Who are the main characters? That's right, they're right on the front cover. The elephant, whose name is Gerald, and Piggie. And what is the main problem or challenge in the story? They want to play outside, but it starts raining and they think that's a problem. But one important thing about this book is point of view. So our point of view, so we think our view or how we see or think or feel about what is happening to us. So our point of view is how we think or feel or see about what is happening to us. So in this book, point of view is really important. So how are Elephant and Piggie's point of view or thoughts and feelings about the rain different than the worm's point of view about the rain? So how do Elephant and Piggie feel differently about the rain than the worms? Their point of view is different. Do you remember? Piggie's point of view is that the rain is a bad thing. An elephant's point of view is kind of just, he wants to help Piggie feel better, but they both think that the rain is a problem. That's their point of view. Whereas the worms, their point of view is the rain is fun. Do you remember they're saying, yay, splish, splash, splish in the rain. So same problem. It's a problem to Elephant and Piggie, not a problem to the worms, because they view the rain as fun. So there's a problem, and they have different points of view about it. Lots of stories have a problem and also a solution, or how the problem is solved or fixed. So in this case, the problem of the rain and wanting to play outside in the rain, what's the solution, or how do Elephant and Piggie solve this problem? In this book, they solve the problem by changing their point of view. At first, Elephant and Piggie's point of view is that the rain is a problem. And they solve the problem by changing their point of view to realize the rain is a good thing. We can have fun in the rain. So by just changing their point of view or perspective from thinking, oh, this is terrible, to, oh, this is good, they solve the problem and they have fun in the rain. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But if you had to retell or summarize this book to a friend, what would you say happened in the beginning, the middle, and the end of this book? So at first, they want to play outside, but it starts raining. Uh-oh. Second, they learn to have fun in the rain, and they love having fun in the rain. And then third, finally, it stops raining when they are already having fun. But Gerald saves the day by spraying water on Piggie. So that's what happened in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. So in picture books, illustrations or pictures are very important. And a lot of picture books, a lot of the story is told through the illustrations. So let's think back to this, what we just watched and read. What events or important things in the book were just told with illustrations or pictures? So I'm going to flip back through the book and look at the pictures. Sometimes the pictures or illustrations are more important than the words. What were we told, or what did we learn from the pictures that we wouldn't have learned if we were just reading the words without being able to see? So we'll flip through. And then I want you to think of, what do we only learn through the pictures and not the words? Okay, sometimes a really important skill to be able to answer questions about the book is to reread the book. Or if you're reading a long book, to just reread certain sentences. So it's important to practice doing that. So after looking at that, what were some things we wouldn't have learned from just reading the words, but we did learn just from the illustrations or pictures? We learned that the Piggie and elephant's emotions. We could see how excited and angry Piggie was. We wouldn't have seen that from just the words. We also, the book said plink, but until the next couple of pages, we wouldn't have known that that plink was rain and that it had started raining. Also, with the worms, the text just said, yay, splish, splash, splish. But we wouldn't have known worms were playing in the rain if we hadn't had the pictures. Then we can see that the sun's starting to come out and the rain stops when Piggie just says, rats. We wouldn't have known until the next few pages that the rain stopped without those pictures. And then at the very end, Piggie says, oh, elephants make the best friends. And we know from the pictures that the reason she says that is because Gerald is spraying water on her to make the rain. Gerald also held his ear over her like an umbrella to shield her from the rain, which we wouldn't have known without the pictures because all she said was, thank you, Gerald, but it's still raining. So the pictures are really important for understanding the book. The same way if you watch a movie, the words and the images are very important for understanding the story. So now, books almost always have a theme, a lesson, a moral, or a message. So that's what we can learn from the book. And it's really what we can learn from the characters and how they respond to the problem in the story. So what's something we can learn from this book that we could use in our own life to help us? So the great thing about reading is we can learn so many things, and there's so many different lessons to learn, and we can all learn something different. So one lesson or message or moral I learned from this book is that we can choose to be happy, and we can choose to make the most out of any situation. So things might happen to us that seem good, and things might happen to us that seem bad, but we can actually choose if we make the most of them and see the good in every situation. So I learned that we can choose happiness, we can have a positive attitude and be optimistic and look on the bright side. So find the good in any situation, no matter what, or at least respond in a way that makes the most of the situation. Another lesson we might learn is just, it's fun to play outside no matter what the weather is. So those are two lessons in the book. So since this lesson or message is about being optimistic and being positive and looking on the bright side, can you think of another story, so a book, a movie, a song that you've read or seen that also talks about being optimistic or looking on the bright side, or has a character that's very positive and is always looking on the bright side and finding the good in things no matter what is happening to them? Can you think of another one? There's so many good stories. It's hard to think of some. I bet we'll think of some more after the video's over. Or we'll be watching something new and we'll see that there's people or characters being positive and looking on the bright side even when they're experiencing a problem. So I can think of two characters that you might know. One is Olaf, the snowman in Frozen, and another character is Dory from Finding Nemo or the Dory movie. And both of those characters are so positive, and even when they're experiencing problems, when other people might give up or say this is impossible, they say I can do it, and they have a positive attitude and they make the people around them smile. So it's always fun to think of what can we learn from this, and then think of other books or movies or TV shows that also show us the same message because we can learn from them. Now that we're done talking about the book, I'm going to explain a drawing activity that you can do after this video. So a drawing activity that's related to the message of finding the good and having a positive attitude is, there's a saying called, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So what that means, if life gives you lemons or something sour or bad, something you don't like, make something sweet and delicious that you do like. So if you get something you don't like, make something you do like out of it. So I want you to do a lemon to lemonade drawing activity. So you can draw a lemon, and inside the lemon, draw something bad or not so great that you might experience or that might happen to you. And then draw a glass of lemonade. Maybe you want to put a straw in it. Maybe you want to put ice cubes or a lemon in it. Maybe some sugar. And inside of that lemonade glass, draw how you can turn that bad thing into something good, or how you can make the most of it or look on the bright side. So for example, in my lemon, I could draw raindrops. Oh, I wanted to go to the beach today, but it's raining. So now I'm stuck inside. So in my glass of lemonade, how am I going to make something good out of that rain? Just like Elephant and Piggie. And I can draw a book. I can draw some stuffed animals, because there's nothing better than curling up with a book on a rainy day. So that's one idea. You can draw anything that you have experienced or might experience. How do you turn a lemon, something you don't like, into lemonade, something you do like, by looking on the bright side?